Get ready for game number 2. I see everyone in the lobby. We have to update you guys on the standings. Remember, $1.5 million on the line today.
All right, Tifu got those 3 limbs. He's got a point. Nice.
Game 1.
Landjock, nice. Nate, 2 points.
But the victory Royale gives him the advantage over Nate Hill. United's Jack, 6 limbs that first game, leading the lobby just above Aiden. 2 members from Envy in the top 8 as well, and Tifu in that 10th spot.
Already a plethora of players with even just 1 point all the way up to 17th
so many good players on a point, man. 5 more games though.
Decided, as well as their placement. The tiebreakers came in pretty big previously. It was he's running around in the player area. You have to remember too, if you're watching, the player area is completely separate from where we are, so they can't hear us at all. But what they do know is shortly the bus is launching. Game 2 beginning.
Come on, send Liquid your energy,
boys. This is absolutely crazy here. I'm looking around. People are enjoying the Der Burger free food.
Give me that Der Burger, dude.
Down the block in hopes to get in here. And ladies and
here we
gentlemen,
go. Game 2.
We go. Game 2 starts right now. We're the Greasy Boys.
Northwest corner, and actually the first circle, kind of a northwest focus.
That's probably fire. But no, either way, over towards the racetrack. Multiple clingers coming on out. Remember, clingers recently updated. Now act a little bit differently when you stick 2 on a wall. As instead of them both instantly exploding, once the first explodes and destroys the structure, the second will fall down from there and then cling onto the next thing that's there. So instant explodes are a little bit tougher to happen now. That's Tyler's from yesterday, just backing on up. Didn't have the best game 1, looking to rebound here.
Punisher in Pleasant Park. We had a look earlier. It looked like
he got the wall.
Were out here. You see there, wow, what a quick swap from the player inside the box. Punisher takes control of the wall, but his opponent re-angles the ramp inside to act as like a second layer to protect him just from that window peak that Punisher was going for.
Horrify's there, Rio's there, Lenane, wow. Yo, Pleasant is stacked right now.
Trying to get another wall replacement. Rio staying on top of ownership of those surfaces, and Punisher's going to have to find a second.
That was a real good ramp already.
Edit there. He swaps and changes the angle of the ramp to act as protection from Punisher's push.
Yep.
Punisher's going to have to find a good angle here. Rio's clearly on top right here with his edits. The top down.
Oh, he bounced off him.
They actually bounce off each other.
That's a good build.
Back to John's got another tag. They're both so low.
How many HP?
38. Rio with the elite.
2 Tommy guns. No.
Wait, what?
The Kobe nade kill shuts it down. A single one gets
the
Chris.
Grenade kill.
Wow.
81 meters.
Goes for a second. If he gets us, are you kidding me?
No, there's no way.
Close.
Aiden, 0 kills, but Tilted looking healthy.
Not surprising.
All right, man.
Which means
Nick
Nick
and Aiden in the same building. Here we go, baby. Get your fucking vengeance on Nick.
Aiden's gonna win this.
You're gonna let the kid that doesn't blink beat you? No!
He continues to put himself in great positions to have
your right bicep's bigger than this entire kid's body.
Knowing it's gotta be Aiden nearby. These guys know what skins they wear. They know the routes they like to take. You'd think whoever wins this fight will claim Tilted Towers for this game. When Nick hears that chest open, he knows exactly where Aiden is.
Here we go.
The engagement again. So far, Aiden eliminated Nick back in game 1, and Nick looking for vengeance right now.
He wants it. Nick wants it. Come on, Nick.
Aiden building wall.
There we go, Nick. Get the damage, baby. Yeah, good poke.
For Aiden. Nick with the advantage up to this point. He's got to put the agenda here. The crowd.
I called it, bro.
Nick is
pissed.
Going out of the background. Nick has matched the build. Aiden with the high ground. Nick 132 HP.
Oh, he's got the right peak.
Just a little bit less. But as I say that, you see Nick with a little bit of a
Aiden knows. Oh, he hit that false hit marker. The false hit marker.
The century. 2 of the best controller players in the world going at it.
2 health.
Aiden
2 health. What?
He's gonna have to big shield here. Nick wants this fight. I can tell you.
Bro, this is intense as fuck,
this
bro.
1v1 battle up at 1-1. Aiden now on the high ground of the building. Nick, I believe, is disengaging for the moment. I'm sure he heard that big shield, Lupo. And that might have been enough to scare off what
No
comes to the
way! No
as
way!
the crowd knows just how good that'll be. That'll put
The
him
no
up to
blinker gets
77
a fucking
Nick's out.
As
a
Nick just
gifted
disengaged.
slurp.
They'll both live to see another day. Oh my goodness, Lupo.
Players of this caliber,
are
you kidding me? Players of this caliber trading shots like this, disengaging.
That's so lucky, man.
I guarantee you, before this circle closes, the next time they will end up having to fight each other again. round 3 almost, and Aiden's going to drop on the outside. These drop downs, placing the floor to stop himself from taking any fall damage. He's going to end up 176, 177.
This no blinker motherfucker just got all this loot, and Nick has still got no shield.
Nick Merckx and Aiden only in Tilted tournament.
1v1 all day.
As they're both going to go ahead and reset.
Yo, that in my book, yeah. I think that was a win in the Merc book, dude.
But that's why they're just
2
like,
health.
there's so much loot still in the map.
That's lucky.
They know, oh, this hasn't been touched, this hasn't been
Tom
touched.
killed himself? What?
Will they come across each other again soon?
How? Wait, can we get a... Okay, here we go. Let me see what happens. No.
72 hours. Let's see how this went for him.
Fuck, where is he? He's outside of containers. He's in the woods of...
Oh, no. Well, that is...
That's tough, dude.
That's not good, actually. Blowing yourself up with a glimmer. Oh! Replays with a quick scope the other day. Feels some of the...
2 eliminations already, which means the 3rd one will pick him up a single point. Aiden's
Dude,
still
Nick
back.
hasn't found any shield.
Round 3.
Nick
Merckx versus Aiden,
man.
2 controller Titans.
I'm so mad though that
Nick
does not have shield, dude.
No,
but he's got double barrel.
He basically needs Aiden to walk on into the double barrel and say hello. He's waiting. They are pixels
Here it is.
Aiden charges.
No, okay. Look, bro. Wow.
At 20 HP.
Yo, honestly, Nick won this. In my book, bro. No, bro. Come on, man. Nick won that.
He already has a rip to go, a 2nd rip to go on the ground.
Look at if it was health v health and it was equal, Nick won that, dude.
Doesn't have 200 health. You gotta think it's done, and look at Nick. Realizes just how close he was.
Yo, come on, man. That feels bad. That fucking feels bad.
Everything right now in these early games.
Dude, Nick 100% in my book, dude. That was a win.
The launch pad and escape against laser. Dremin trying to make it away, but the accuracy of whoever, the multiple players down there in Salty Springs say it's not time to leave yet. You got to come back, and he's going to have to box himself in, make numerous layers so he can get a couple of these heals off. He has a slurp, multiple minis, so he can get a buffer back up.
Ladder with a gray burst, just laser painful.
Vactor's taking shots from a distance over there. He has an opportunity now. Looks like they left him alone. Now this is Tyler's, a player we've had our eyes on.
Nah, they're on Cuddy. Cuddy wins the fight.
We'll see here. Jay Cuddy, accurate shots from underneath. The SMG spray just right on point, and a rocket off the wall. As Tyler tries to layer, you saw he went for the floor placement there. It wasn't enough, not fast enough. X's from Trouble Boys building up in a 1v1 against.
I'm surprised Tempo didn't pyramid there.
Tempo was trying to get that, that cap.
I love
excellent builds.
Every time the crowd sees that one of the names involved in the fight, they just go, oh my god, you know, like they just know how much it means. I thought he was going to try to style with that hunting rifle for a second.
Backing out.
In the elimination feed, Weeds goes down, Sakairos goes down, and Mac also falls. The lobby down to 59 players left. The second zone about to begin to close. Kayun continues to fight these big names and continues to come out on top as Poach just got sniped by Kayun to be eliminated in game 2.
That's Kayun's second.
Bro, I want to see that snipe.
1 point soon for
I like that play for early damage.
Drop down.
You have Max? What are you doing, man?
Survived through the storm, but that's a quick tag down to 70. The battle coming on in. The pump does not connect. He's got to reset for the high ground. He knows it as he looks to build on.
Oh, what?
Perfect.
Bro, that C4 was sick.
And you see the frustration there. Dremin, first to limb on the board.
Now, currently there are 2 players with 3 eliminations. Top Boy and Takata, which means a single point apiece for them.
But Area is in a great spot.
Top Boy just got knocked out. So both players with 3 limbs just dropped. A look at Blue T, Jay Cuddy on the edge of the storm. They'll have to move on in. There are 49 players left, and this zone is getting very, very small. You'd expect the lobby to begin to drop quick, and here's the gatekeeping you mentioned. He's got the edit ready to basically be able to peek on up out of there like whack-a-mole at any moment.
Or layer, you see even where Rose is sitting here, there's nothing built underneath him. If you're on Loot Lake, you've got to use more materials to even build the same established location, and that can be tough, especially in late game situations where building is everything.
Jay Cuddy sprang with the SMG. Ecstatic was so weak, so that's a quick cleanup. Aiden just didn't stick the landing.
You guys need to make a Reddit, dude. It needs to be a Nick Merckx Aiden combo.
Point on the board. I believe that's 2 so far for him today.
The nastiest console players, man.
Down. Look at how weak he is. He's got him down to just 1 shot. You'd expect Blue T to clean this up, but no, the launch pad to disengage. I think he's going to live to see another day.
I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't pick that double barrel up. There
Look
it
at
is.
the loadout.
There
My
it is.
gosh. 7 minis, a big
earlier.
shield, 3 legendary weapons, and just drops them on in. And well, when you got a drum gun from that close and you'd have no shields, you're dead. There's no other way to put it.
I like the comment. Blind, the tracking on his opponent there. Powder went for a jump over the top to try and pull like a jump 180, and Blind,
he's in a terrible
the accuracy
spot.
during tracking, and players that are moving that fast, that close to you, very high sense players, just because of the rate at which they have to build. But Blind, so accurate.
This is Animal, who's just hoping he can get a mini off or two. Hysteria's still live. He's already in the next zone as well. 1 limb to his name.
38 remaining. There's this
Let's go, Jacob!
You can see multiple players engaged already in the modern building.
Don't
over there.
blink and you'll be all right.
Hysteria kind of taking a look, gets the elimination on the Animal you see there in the feed.
And that's the right idea. He sees that fight, and he's saying, wait, that guy's probably weak. Let me try to spray this down in hopes he stopped for a second. That player, Bolt Naga, only had 25 HP. Yes, he's not able to finish the elim, but it's the right idea.
He's very close inside the zone, but this is what we've seen. We saw this last game. We're going to see it again. A high player count in a very tight space. The next circle is when things are going to move, so Chaos will unleash in here. You're going to see a lot of players holding hands. Blind getting another elimination that puts him at 4. One more is a second point. The stink bombs coming out. These are very common for rooting players out. Competitive players, they don't necessarily use it in an aggressive manner all the time, but it's kind of like a way to track targets. They'll chuck it at structures that maybe someone's hiding inside just to get a location, because you can see the 5 damage numbers pop out. And it's like being able to see through walls almost. But this is Aiden.
Oh.
The fall damage in Loot Lake.
There's the live reaction.
Oh,
Again, a little
he's got a
smirk.
smile still on his face.
He can use these to maneuver so easily. To
That means he's going to stay up top here. He doesn't have to start building to get away. He's already prepping for a move, moving ahead. There's 5 seconds left. He didn't even start when the zone started. He got ahead of it because he knows positioning early from last game showed to be very important, but other players are going to watch him right there, getting shot from the side. Not a lot of damage. He still has a ton of left.
I'm him. I'm looking to shoot a rocket, sneak a rocket in somebody who's like, trying to pick at him.
Sniper rifle shot to the body, and he'll stay
But he
alive.
needs to just be shooting these rockets.
No healing. He's just hoping for a 5th limb.
He's just gonna start shooting these rockets. Man. He's gotta go for a kill.
He's
going to throw some rockets in.
Look to push on in as well.
Yeah, he needs a kill.
Absolute one-shot blue team. Still with around 160 HP. So Lasius just took down Bolt Naga. You see Joystick getting eliminated in the engagement feed. 25 players left as we've made it into this zone. The quick little look at the picture-in-picture in the top right of just how hectic this truly is.
25 players remaining. Even though he's at 65 shield, popping the full just to get as much as he can. Late game, especially in these.
This guy's doing good. Blind's in the cut right now. He's got high ground. He's got 5 kills. He's looking good.
Only 50 shield. You're not going to have the time to use that during situations like this. Everyone is going to listen for that and push.
He's blind. He's still alive. It's not on the bottom layer. He's in a brilliant position to lay down damage. He's got bounce pad. He's got a bounce pad to fall. He's got rockets still in his inventory. A legendary assault rifle.
Get a rocket in there, you goofball.
One more gets him a point and takes it.
There it is!
The random
for his 5th
the fadeaway.
Look at this. He's just up in a tower. That's 2 in a row that he's done this with. C9 Blind now at 6 limbs. He could go on a tear to the end of this game, Lupo. No one is contesting him at all.
Right. Look,
he's completely
nobody
safe.
else is as high as he is right now.
And it's so secured. That structure is so secured. He's going to have to move.
Still. The loadout is absolutely amazing. The shots gets at least 1 midair. Shield pack. Sees another player rotating. This is an opportunity for Blind to just take taps at everybody that's moving, because somebody might be 1 or 2 shots, and he's accurate enough. He can secure the 7th elim. That'd be 3 points this game alone. There's players right in front of him. I'm surprised he's not taking shots at T during a rotation.
This is so fun to watch. I love watching rotations.
Even he can defend himself.
Blue team Bizzle. Oh my God.
Drops himself down, takes a little bit of fall damage, but it's not enough to change his mindset about the game.
Nice. Wow.
Shot.
Wow, bro.
The double barrel. So
He's got 7 kills. Get him! Get him!
11 players.
You see more! You're hungry!
Eyes on. The lobby dropping so quickly now. I believe we're down to our top 10.
7 elims, top 10. Blind.
We mentioned yesterday.
Wow,
Tyler's had
dude.
the
Blind just
6.4
fucking skyrocketed.
From 1 game. Blind trying to do the same here. 8 now remaining. Sean was taken with a quick elim. Blind refreshes his assault rifle ammo. He was down to just 1 clip, and now he has 500.
It's not the only thing in his
Was that a guy
The
right there?
rocket launcher in the previous, what, 3, 4 eliminations for him has been absolutely ridiculous. This amount of structure and how powerful.
Oh, dude, he's going to clean up. What are you doing?
Oh, maybe a Porta Fort can.
Spoke too soon. Looks like somebody with the Porta Fort pushing up and taking an advantage.
Got a match, got a match, got a match.
Destroys all the structure.
Oh, the edit! The edit! Blind! Oh!
Look at how
He's so confused! Sean!
Chap got a kill.
Blind dropping all the way down.
I think it's Blind and Chap right now.
Can Blind win this game with a perfect score? Blind!
Oh my God! Trying to melee him!
A 6-point game for Blind!
Bro!
As this man is now sitting pretty at the top of the standings.
I can't handle this courage.
Dude,
This is
Chap,
absolutely amazing.
dude,
The plays,
no.
yeah, the plays. It's too much. We watched Blind earlier. Track targets.
Look at his shaking. Look at his hands shaking. Here it is again. The
He tried to pickaxe him!
Wasn't loaded.
Oh, that was Chap!
His double barrel wasn't loaded. He had to spray with the scar. That's how caught off guard he was. His hands shaking. But guess what, my friend? You just did the impossible for what a lot of people would imagine. That is a
Blind,
full
dude.
6-point performance immediately skyrocketing.
Okay, I can tell you this
up the
much.
standings.
C9's
I
gotta
bet
feel,
you that
really
Blind
good
is no
about
matter
picking him up.
what.
I definitely would. What
No
a set
matter
of
what,
plays.
secure
He
top
had
10.